Museum. This is your state's African American Museum. And so that you know, as we get ready to move forward with this wonderful day and tour, we have two wonderful individuals I have to recognize. They're my backbone, who help share the stories and the history of Maryland's African American history. These young ladies are Ms. Sue Amos, our general docent here. Wave Sue to them.
Hi guys. Nice to meet you.
Then general docent Yuta Butler, who is there to her right. These ladies will be giving you your docent guided tour. How's everybody doing? Very good. Oh man, come on. How are you guys doing today? Very good. Wonderful, wonderful. So you're here at the Banneker Douglas Museum, and so that you know, the Banneker Douglas Museum started out as this old church that was known as the Mount Moriah African Methodist Episcopal Church, established in 1874. That's a long time, about 145 years. Would you believe in 1875, Frederick Douglass himself gave his dedicatory speech in that church. Not only did he come, Miss Rosa Parks from the Montgomery bus boycott worked with the commission in this church. How many of y'all heard of Mahalia Jackson? Some of the adults definitely know. She was a great, tremendous, powerful gospel singer. She sang in this church. And then there was a young hotshot lawyer for the NAACP in the 1950s who was known to come from Baltimore City, slide through Annapolis, camp out and hide away from the crowd before he went to his cases. And where he hid at? Was right here in this church. His name just happened to be Thurgood Marshall, our first black U.S. Supreme Court Justice. So the church did very well. And let me start with the conversation and say that. It did tremendously well. It was thriving in this community that was all African American on Franklin Street to the dead end. Well, as time went on, transition was coming to Annapolis around 1969, heading into the 70s. And what happened was, a white county executive by the name of Joe Alton had come to the church. He was trying to work on elections and move things forward. And he asked the pastor of the congregation and the board, would you consider moving out of your edifice and moving to another location if we pay you well and put you near some good property? As a matter of fact, the Mount Moriah AME Church is still doing well today, 400 members. They're near some waterfront property. We call it the Bay Ridge area, okay? And they come back from time to time when we do great concerts and events together. So they said, you know, the building is getting kind of old, and if you touch it, you'll feel the granules on your hands, and the roof needed to be replaced. So they took him up on that particular move, and he did move out. Well, Lord, behold, after they moved out, they realized they had been bamboozled. They were turning around and going to take this church, bulldoze it down, and turn it into a parking garage. Now, hold up, wait a minute now. All those African-American notables we talked about, all the rich history of those enslaved coming in off the harbor, George Washington retiring at the Treaty of Paris downtown Annapolis, Thomas Jefferson coming into Annapolis, Abe Lincoln coming into Annapolis, them eating down in Middleton's, the factors who held enslaved folks down by the water, the same place where these presidents ate. All that history is there, and to have this piece of history gone, you all ever heard of the term out of sight is to be out of mind? Yeah, that's exactly what would have happened. And we're dealing with Maryland now, and we're talking about Annapolis, where it has some of the oldest legislative buildings still being used today that points our whole country's history back towards the East Coast, and some of those that signed the Declaration of Independence being right here. You can't take this away, because all that history would have died, and we would have thought we didn't have anything significant part here in Annapolis. So guess what? The members were a little disgruntled. They were concerned about, what do we do? Well, there just happened to be a ram in the bush. There was a gentleman by the name of Carol Green, a black Smithsonian director from Washington, D.C., who moves from D.C. to Annapolis and lives in this community. Blacks, whites, Native Americans, Asians all came together and said, Mr. Green, we have a problem. They want to bulldoze this church down and turn it into a parking garage. Is there anything we can do to save this building? He says, oh yes. If we go to the Maryland Court of Appeals and we fight hard enough, we can see if we can have this church turned into possibly a museum. So they went before the judge. They shared the story of all the notables and all the rich history. Different groups like NAACP that year. The Maryland Commission on Native American History was established from the African American Commission here. People like Senator Vera Freeman welcomed the first black female state senator in Maryland as well as the country put her life on the line for this particular building. She had assassination attempts like the Kennedys did. So guess what? The judge says there's one piece of the equation that everybody forgot about. And that is, this is a part of the historic district. It can't go down. Anything that points us back to a certain origin point of our history moving forward, it has to stay. So the city of Annapolis, in Anne Arundel County that we're in, have a unique situation. They're stuck with a building they can't do a thing with. The church has moved onto some nice property and doing well. So guess what happened? They leased this building to the state of Maryland for $1 a year for 100 years. And as of February 24th, 1984, the Mount Moriah African Methodist Episcopal Church became the Banneker Douglas Museum. Now where everybody's standing today, in 2006, this was a parcel of land that they cleared out to do an expansion of the museum. So that we have a temporary gallery room behind you where we celebrate Frederick Douglass. It's called the Douglas Reading Room. His 200th birthday, where he credited Valentine's Day, February 14, 1818, as his birthday. And above you, a permanent exhibit gallery room that covers Maryland's African American history from the 1600s to the Civil Rights era. Now, gentlemen and ladies, I have to ask you this question. Did you all realize you walked into a slave ship? No. Everybody's eyes are like, what? Look at what? This is the underdeck of the slave ship. This is the column or pillar that holds up the slave ship. And these beautiful pine-looking steps are part of the slave ship that when you go up top, you'll see a mural of Old Town Annapolis. This is similar to the Lord Legionnaire ship that Kunta Kinte. Y'all heard of Kunta Kinte? No. Some yes, some no. Alex Haley's Root story? Roots. Okay. He came in on that harbor, which is only 5 minutes away. This is a friendly replication of the ship of what he came in on. Okay? We're going to talk about that. So I hope you guys came to have a great time. Hope you came to learn some things. It's going to be a powerful, Mr. Fields is an hour, hour and a half?
Hour.
An hour, okay. And these wonderful young ladies will share some things. So General Dawson Butler and General Dawson Amos, you can come forward. And do you have some pictures or something you can show General Dawson Butler that I think we can see of the church and a unique person that you talked about?
Well, we talked about
I don't know. Sometimes they have special programs there.
how many are you together?
We got 35.
35. And what does your age would you have?
On 5th through 12th.
5th through 12. Okay. So, okay. Hey, when we have left people, here's a picture of Mr. Green that Leron described from the Smithsonian, Rosa Parks. And one of the first pictures about the commission. My dad happened to work with the commission in its early stages, and that's a picture of him right next to Rosa Parks in the middle. He's still with us. He's going to be 98. Wow. He still drives. He still substitute teaches at South River High School.
What's his name?
Billy Keys. Anybody know him? South River High School, anybody? All right.
Hey, let some of the little guys come through so they can see.
Well, I'll show it again upstairs when we get there. But, is that how it's divided by age or? How do you want to do that?
Well, you want to divide them up in two groups?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, because the museum is, really.
Okay. So Brother Gerald can take half and Brother Elder take the other half.
Let's take 5th through 8th. So 5th grade through 8th grade will go first.
Okay. All right.
So everybody in 5th through 8th grade, move to the front, please.
This is Banneker Douglas Museum, Annapolis, Maryland, February 22nd, 2019. Lou Field BBH Tours. This group is Set the Captives Free, pastored by Karen Bethea and their elder, Dwight Parker, in Operation Timothy. We're at the Banneker Douglas Museum in Annapolis, Maryland.